simply by living through the darkest times in our lives. Somehow we emerge once again into the light, whole and strong. Healing is a miracle. Speaking of miracles, I am looking at two dear friends, Bo and Nora Buchanan, who were married this year. I think we all consider it a miracle they ever got to the altar. Dear friends, Hank and Sheila Gannon were married this year. God bless you all. And as this year passes into the new year, I am very pleased to announce another marriage. Dylan Moody and Marty Saybrook are engaged. I think you will all join me in wishing them well as they begin this journey. Dylan and Marty, may the light that is the miracle of Christmas shine down upon you. And upon us all, Merry Christmas, God bless. Amen.
Amen.
Stupid fiance when she took my husband away from me.
Blair, all of this rage is not going to do you or your baby any good. And listen to me, it's also not going to bring Todd back. Now, I want you to sit down and calm down. Did you call your housekeeper and ask her to bring your things over?
Yes, and she's going to drop them off on her way home.
Well,
I'm telling you.
So why don't we go in by the fire?
No, I mean it, Dorian. If Marty Saybrook thinks she's going to get away with destroying my happiness, well, she... Hello, Thelma, Merry Christmas.
Thanks for all the gifts, Mrs. Manning. And I found this in the hall closet. Did you want them over here?
Well, I don't know what these are. I just... Oh, my God. These are from Todd. For our little girl. Merry Christmas for our little Starr. Love, Mom, Dad. Oh, Todd. Thank you. You just named our little girl. Our little Starr.
The report's in my hands no later than 5. We can't even ship out the new line and... What? No, I'm not going to come into the office today, so just have everything messengered over here. I'm staying at my Aunt Dorian's through the holidays. Yeah, she lives on Lincoln Drive. Oh, and Delia, the agency should have those mock-ups for the Melodors Valentine's ads campaign. Just send those over with everything else, all right? Okay, thanks.
Well, that's encouraging. You decided to take my advice. Channel your energy in a constructive way. Concentrate on your work and forget about taking revenge on Marty Saybrook.
No way, Dorian. I'm not going to forget anything, especially not Marty.
The thing I learned is you cannot let bitterness poison your life. You listen to me, young woman. Come on, you better just think about positive things. That baby, that beautiful baby that's on its way, and Melodor's about to become a nationally successful company, and then there's the son.
I spoke to the lawyers today, and they said that I should sell the Sun and WVL.
That seems like a good idea. You've got a lot on your plate.
There's no way I'm going to sell the Sun, Dorian. Todd turned that paper around. It's what helped him turn his life around. I mean, do you realize that before he died, the Sun outsold the Banner? I will work 24 hours a day for the next 20 years if I have to, but I'm not going to sell the Sun. The Sun was Todd's chance to do something right, and I'm not going to let it die, Dorian.
Part of keeping it is going to make you feel like you're keeping Todd's memory alive. Wonderful. So, what can I do to help? Come on, let's get to work. After all, it used to be my paper.
Well, I want you to help, but not right now. I've got something I've got to do first, you know. Dorian, there's just so many questions that are unanswered about how Todd died. I mean, I accept it.
But I just want to know how he died and who's responsible.
He had an accident with his car.
I don't believe it. There's got to be more to the story.
What makes you think so?
Doria, come on. Todd went to Ireland to bring Marty home to go visit this little sick girl in the hospital, Paloma. Now, Marty said that Todd stayed behind to help out a friend of hers.
The man who came into this country with Todd's passport.
Patrick Thornhart. But the question is, what happened when Marty left? Why did Todd end up being dead while this Thornhart guy still is? Did Todd give Patrick Thornhart his briefcase, or did that guy steal it and then send Todd over the cliff?
What are you saying, that Todd was murdered by Marty's friend?
Dorian, I read a lot about this Thornhart guy in the newspapers over there, and you know what they say? They say he killed his girlfriend. Now, is Marty the type to hang out with the murderer, do you think?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Maybe that's why she got friendly with Todd these last couple of weeks.
Blair?
She hated Todd so much, she set him up. She took revenge for the rape.
What?
I mean it, Dorian. Marty deliberately lured Todd over to Ireland and had her friend Thornhart kill him.
Margaret Saybrook.
No, Mr. Thornhart, it's not your precious Margaret Saybrook. Thanks to you, it's the widow of Todd Manning. Thought it was time that we met, don't you, Mr. Thornhart? I mean, after all, we have so much in common. I was married to Todd Manning, and I have a feeling that you were the last one to see him alive.
Mrs. Manning, I can't tell you how sorry I am. I was hoping we get a chance to meet so I can tell you.
Tell me. What? The police already explained how my husband died.
I know what the police explained to you, but it's a lie. Todd's death was a cruel twist of fate, and I do feel responsible.
Oh, you do? Well, see, there's something else that we have in common. Because I hold you responsible, too. You and Marty Saybrook.
Think what you want of me, Mrs. Manning. But Margaret Saybrook had nothing to do with your husband's death.
Dear Margaret. She's never responsible for anything.
She was trying to help me get off the island when her friend came.
Look, Todd was never her friend, all right? She played on his guilt. She tried to punish him for everything that he ever did. All she wanted was Todd dead. Well, she finally got her wish.
I don't understand. What do you mean she wanted him dead?
Envy, bitterness, guilt. You mix that all together, and it's a lethal cocktail. And Marty, she drank it every night. She couldn't stand that we were actually happy together. Oh, and of course, she could never get over what Todd had done to her.
I still don't follow. What do you mean? What
Look,
do you...
don't blame me. You're a fool, Mr. Thornhart. Because I know that you are a murderer. And when Marty found that out, she arranged for you to pull another one.